Hi, I'm downtown Ottawa here where there's a few people that are counter-protesting the other protest against vaccine mandates. Hi ma'am, thanks for taking a moment to speak with me. Can you just take about a moment to tell us your position on what your thoughts are today and why you're here?
Well, we're both Ottawans. We both live here in this city, and what we've been seeing, we've been really upset with how this convoy has been addressing our citizens. We've got people that are afraid to leave their houses. We've got people that are harassed. I've been harassed all day long just for wearing a mask. I got spit at one point. All different sorts of things, of course. But that's not just because of that. There's lots of things like that. And what we're trying to do here is show people, but first, what we've got right here is, she put this together. But anyway, these are different statements. One from the youth shelter, one from the women's shelter, one from the Shepherds of Good Hope, so on and so forth. All of these people have made police reports because of assault on people they're trying to help. Like the women's shelter, the youth shelter, they're taking big hits from the aggression of this crowd. And that has got to stop. I believe in peaceful protest. I'm on this hill several times a year protesting one thing or another. Completely believe in it. But when it crosses the line and it puts my fellow Ottawans at risk, then I got to speak up.
Do you feel that Doug Ford declaring a state of emergency is warranted for this situation?
For the whole convoy situation, absolutely I do. And I think it's a little bit late.
I think you've been to protests before, right?
I've been to protests all my life. All my life.
Okay, we're just doing an interview. Sorry, one sec, sir. So, do you feel that there's a legitimate point being made by the protests about body autonomy? Do you think the mandates are justified when it comes to the vaccines, or should that be optional?
My personal belief is I think we should follow the science. I think the sooner we all follow the science, the sooner we're going to get out of any sort of mandates whatsoever. I think this whole thing sucks for absolutely everybody, and I understand why people are frustrated. I get that. I'm frustrated too. I lost my job because of COVID.
Do you think the science is always correct?
Still talking. It sucks for everybody, but the quickest way out of this is to get vaccinated. Follow the science, and let's get on with our lives.
I spoke to a gentleman earlier today over there, and he was saying that the vaccine rate of Canada is very high. I believe it's above 80%, but the death rate continues to rise. So I think a lot of people are saying follow the science, but there's a disagreement amongst people here on what it says. So
from what I understand is the Omicron is now starting to fall on a federal level. And that's because the vaccines are so, 90% I think, or something around there, Canadians are vaccinated, which is awesome. I mean, we're number one in the world, but we're pretty close, and that's awesome. Now, we have to get the rest of the world vaccinated as well, though.
Couch already said this.
But anyway, I'm just following the science is my point. I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, no, I absolutely appreciate that. And just one more thing, I was curious. Do you think, I heard your partner talking about the lockdowns, and she doesn't believe there's going to be more lockdowns. How long, do you think, some people are there is definitely an impression among many people here that the lockdowns are sort of pre-planned and that this is part of a larger agenda from the World Economic Forum. That's a talking point.
Yeah.
So I guess you just consider that a straight up conspiracy theory?
I find that a conspiracy theory. Yeah. There's a lot of them swirling around in this crowd, and I mean, we're just here for civil discourse. We don't want to call any names or even say that's a conspiracy theory when we're talking to people, but I mean, come on.
Without taking a side personally, do you know who Klaus Schwab is?
Klaus
Schwab. He's the leader of the World Economic Forum. Are you familiar with him at all?
No.
No? All right.
So why?
Well, the World Economic Forum is something that is an international organization. A lot of people here are talking about it. And one thing I do know is that Prime Minister Trudeau and Klaus Schwab are working together. You can go online and see they have a Young Leaders Initiative program and stuff like that. So I'm just curious if you've heard much about him or know much about like the World Economic Forum.
And I'm a bit of a news junkie. I try to get my media from all different and alternative ways as well. And I'm very careful about where I get my media from. But I don't see a lot of worry about the World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab. I don't hear that name ever. Or anything about them mingling or working together on something. Or, I don't know, maybe they're friends. Who knows?
I think that's great. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. I guess I'll ask you one quick, simple final question. So then, I guess in your view, the mainstream media is mostly reliable and trustworthy overall, or do they have any kind of corruption problem or conflicts of interest because of money?
I think there's probably little problems with absolutely every media outlet, but. I'm just saying, you got to be careful of where you get it and make sure that, I trust CBC, to the point, right? But I also like to dig deeper.
Awesome. Okay, well, I really appreciate you taking the time to explain your points, so thank you very much.
Take care.
Take care.